Hey everyone, so Friday, end of the week, and what do? We listen to good
Except
music.
listening to
Except, so we do, yeah, this is how we end our week, right? After this long week, we needed some very soothing, very peaceful music. And in
Mhm,
search of that, we came upon Ekta Chhele by
mhm.
Sahana Bajpaie.
Sahana
So,
Bajpaie.
yeah, have you heard it?
I have heard it a couple
Yeah?
of times. You shared it with me a month ago, I think, and I fell in love with the song, but we'll discuss it later.
Let's do it. Let's listen to it together and then talk about it. All right?
Sure.
Three, two, one, play. Beautiful flute.
একটা ছেলে মনের আঙিনাতে ধীর পায়তে এক্কা দোক্কা খেলে বন পাহাড়ি ঝর্ণা খুঁজে বৃষ্টি জলে একলা ভিজে একটা ছেলে মনের আঙিনাতে ধীর পায়তে এক্কা দোক্কা খেলে বন পাহাড়ি ঝর্ণা খুঁজে বৃষ্টি জলে একলা ভিজে সেই ছেলেটা আমায় ছুঁয়ে ফেলে সেই ছেলেটা আমায় ছুঁয়ে ফেলে আমি তো বেশ ছিলাম চুপিসারে ছোট্ট মেয়ে সেজে একটা কোণে সবুজ বনে নীলচে আলো জেলে স্বপ্ন ভেজা মাটিতে পা ফেলে আমি তো বেশ ছিলাম চুপিসারে ছোট্ট মেয়ে সেজে একটা কোণে সবুজ বনে নীলচে আলো জেলে স্বপ্ন ভেজা মাটিতে পা ফেলে সেই ছেলেটা হঠাৎ এলো মনে সেই ছেলেটা হঠাৎ এলো মনে
I love this part.
ছোট্ট আমি দুষ্টু আমি সেজে কেমন যেন হলাম জড়ো সড়ো আকাশ ভরা তারার আলো দেখে বৃষ্টি ভেজা মাটিতে পা রেখে বুক ভরা আবেগটুকু থেকে হঠাৎ করে হয়ে গেলাম বড় বন পাহাড়ি ঝর্ণা বৃষ্টি ফেলে আমায় বাসলো ভালো সেই ছেলে বন পাহাড়ি ঝর্ণা বৃষ্টি ফেলে
Wow.
আমায় বাসলো ভালো সেই ছেলে
Whew. How beautiful was that?
Extremely beautiful. Extremely beautiful. I heard it, I think, a month ago, and now I'm listening it again.
Since that time, since I've discovered it, I am listening to this track like every single day. Probably
Hmm.
every single day. Um,
Hmm.
it has to be there. It is. Where should we start? Where do you want to start?
Okay, shall I go first?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so for me, you mentioned flute in the beginning, right? The mouth organ and flute in the beginning were enough for me to get deep into the song and appreciate its beauty. I was completely sold from the first second when I heard it. So the vocalist Sahana has beautiful voice. I don't know if it's pronounced Sahana or Shahana. Please correct us. But her vocals are beautiful and amazing lower notes. We do not hear female vocalists using notes that often, using lower notes that often, or at least I do not come across such songs that often. But this is something that I have always loved. Female vocalists doing lower notes and with precision and purity. So,
Do you remember that when I shared this song with you for the first time, I told you that that how similar her notes are with. So when we recently did Kano Chole Gila Dura by Arnav,
yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
man, the similarity in notes are uncanny. And then I realized afterwards that they both are
Mm,
trained in Rabindra Sangeet. They both are trained in Rabindra Sangeet. They specialized or or had a hobby or some such. I mean, I don't have accurate history,
mm,
but as far as I know, that they both used to sing Rabindra Sangeet, and
mm.
this is
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
why they have this very similar scale and note and the way of singing,
You mentioned the same thing. I recall it. You
right?
mentioned the first thing to observe.
Yeah, this was exactly, it was uncanny, it was eerie, like how similar it was.
Very
uh,
similar.
yeah, by the way, we are aware of her past relationship, but anyways,
Mm,
um, for me, so first of all, Sahana or Shahana, yeah, exactly, uh, whichever it is, her voice feels like a brush, you know, a brush that kind of paints over or heals, it paints a
mm,
balm on
mm,
on my soul, on my
mm.
tired body after long days of work, when my
True.
brain is fried completely. There are days where my brain just stops working after work, right?
Mm,
And yeah, this is where I fall back to this kind of music,
mm,
where I'm listening to soft, soothing, peaceful music, and it regenerates my whole soul, right?
mm. Yeah.
The first uh, analogy that comes to my mind is her voice feels like a brush, a very soothing brush,
Mm.
so beautiful,
Yeah.
so sweet, so soothing, so melodious.
Melodious
Uh,
voice.
her one thing before we talk about the Ekta Chile or the lyrics itself, I want to
Mm.
mention one thing: the use of santoor in this
Mm.
song.
Yeah.
The
And the
use of
song, correct.
santoor was brilliant, brilliant.
Brilliant.
I would I would have loved if there was nothing else, just flute and santoor, and that
Mm.
would have. I
Mm.
mean, personally, wow, that could have been something, right? So I love these stringed instruments where you
Mm.
have this, sitar, sarangi, sarod, israj, santoor.
Yeah.
Did I mention sitar?
Sarangi. Yeah, sitar.
Right.
All these
So, and
instruments.
flute, I love flute, and this is why I
Yeah.
also love the acoustic guitars where
Mm.
it's the strings
Mm.
are more involved. The santoor
Absolutely.
was brilliant, brilliant. um,
Absolutely.
so the progression was amazing of this song. It started with keys, then
Yeah.
santoor came in, then drums came in, and then electronic
Mm.
guitars came in. Her voice remained the same. Her
Correct.
voice, her tonality, her cadence remain.
Mm.
She probably, I have to hear this again to just confirm it, that she probably went up a notch, like went
Mm.
up a note. Probably not, but yeah. I mean, for me, this track is all about healing my soul, healing my body.
Mhm. Yeah. I think she didn't went up a note. I may be wrong, but
Yeah,
I'll hear
probably
it
not.
again.
Probably not.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it
But
feels
for
like
me,
because
I
of
mean,
the electronic
yeah,
instruments, right?
exactly.
It
The
feels like that.
instruments that were building up. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
The build-up of the instruments made it feel like that. And I want to mention it actually that the guitar riffs in the background at 2 minute 30 seconds mark, I think, or somewhere around that, I wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah.
And when the song was
After
progressing,
flute
and
and
it
santoor.
was, yeah, absolutely. It was pleasant surprise for me. I don't know who has done the arrangement of this song. It's not written in the description. But I think I also would like to mention the guitar solo, which came in the beautiful. It
Hmm.
was my favorite part as well, one of the favorite parts of the song. And somewhere it was mentioned in the comments, I think, that the guitar solo was done by Oni Hassan, who is also one of the best guitarists of Bangladesh. I have listened to some of
Yeah,
his work, and
he
you
used
should
to
check it
be
out. Yeah,
part of Warface,
Warface, yeah, the
right? And
ex-Warface
he
guy.
now he
Yeah,
does uh,
solos,
solo work, and we have watched some of
absolutely.
his work. Amazing work.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, interesting. For me, I have to totally disagree with you on this one. Subcontinental instruments take precedence over any Western instrument. So sarod, santoor,
Mm,
sitar, Israj,
mm,
you have them, and I'm happy. I don't want
yeah,
anything else. Flute, right? Flute and
yeah,
sitar. Give me that, and I'm
yeah.
happy.
Yeah, in terms of instrument, I agree with you completely that these instruments are way above those electronic
Absolutely.
instruments when it comes to the melody. There's no doubt about that. But now let's talk about a little bit about the narrative as well, right? So you use the word innocence during the song that we did by Rahman Duo, right? Onoy.
Mm, mm.
And I think that adjective fits perfectly here in this song as well, because if you read the narrative, or not the narrative, I got to just translate it. But if I understand the narrative correctly, then the song is basically about an innocent love story. It could be a one-sided love story or a mutual love story, but she's
She's
dreaming
talking about
about
a
a boy.
boy, Ekta,
Yeah,
Ekta Chhele.
the title of the song is a boy, right?
Mm, mm.
So she is constantly talking about that boy, and who is constantly teasing her in the mind, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
maybe she keeps
yeah.
she keeps thinking
Or
about
she's
him.
she's talking about her feeling of this being in a crush,
Exactly,
being in
exactly,
new love, this teenage love,
exactly. Pure
where
innocent
yeah, yeah,
teen love that
yeah.
you can imagine. Right, you chose the right word. So the adjective of innocence fits perfectly to this particular song.
And her voice. I mean,
Yeah,
how fitting is her voice on this particular narrative? When we're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about, I mean, when we say 16, 17-year olds, they're children, right? They're kids,
absolutely. Yeah.
right? They don't know how stupid they are at that time, right? We were stupid. We were I was extremely stupid.
We
Um,
all were.
yeah, at that age, right? We didn't. I mean, anyways, her voice was exactly. It has that innocence, the essence of
Yeah,
innocence.
yeah,
Totally agree with you on that.
yeah.
So yeah, I fall back to it as a healing agent, and yeah, let us know how this came into being. What is the backstory and all that.
Yeah, we don't know that. True.
All right, all right. So let's conclude.
Yeah. Let's jump to the next one then,
All
and we
right.
will see you there.
Bye
Bye.
bye.